Children, we'll continue with the chapter on the factors leading to the rise and the growth of nationalism and the foundation of the Indian National Congress. And today we'll continue with Jyotiba Phule. Jyotiba Phule was a highly admired social reformer of the 19th century. Through his book Gulamgiri, he focused on the Brahmin domination and poverty, hardship which the lower caste were then facing. Phule considered women were superior to men because they bore children and nursed them. He established in 1848 one of the first girls' schools in India. Phule also founded the Satya Shodhak Samaj to mitigate the distress and sufferings of Dalits and women. After going through the contribution of Jyotiba Phule, we shall now refer to few other reform movements that made our people awake from deep sleep. Two of them, namely, were the Arya Samaj, founded by Swami Dayanand Saraswati in 1875. He opposed the caste system and encouraged female education and remarriage of widows. The other was the Ramakrishna Mission, founded in 1896 by Swami Vivekananda. It believed in the principle, service to God is the service to man. It established hospitals and orphanages to alleviate the sufferings of those in distress. Reform movement also took place among the Muslims, and Sir Syed Ahmad Khan founded the Mohammedan Anglo-Oriental College, which later grew up into the Aligarh University. The main aim of this Mohammedan Anglo-Oriental College was to introduce scientific and Western education among the Muslims and to bring about a social awakening among the Muslims. The newly educated Muslims condemned polygamy, the Parda system, and other evils. These reform movements, these reformers, and these reformers went a long way towards arousing nationalistic passion against foreign domination. How did the reformers promote the spirit of brotherhood and arouse the nationalistic ideas among the people of India? What role these reformers play to unite the Indians? Yes, these reformers played a very important role in uniting India. How? First, all these reformers denounced untouchability and caste system. The ideas of brotherhood and equality attracted the attention of the lower castes. They felt that they are also counted, they are one among the Indians. They felt that they are now welcomed open-heartedly. When the nation was seized, second, when the nation was seized with idleness, Dayananda Saraswati and Vivekananda boldly preached the gospel of strength and self-reliance. Third point, very important, all these reformers believe that uplift of women must come first, then only can any good come about for the country. They taught us that the Western nations attain greatness by paying proper respect to women. And fourth, all these reformers were inspired by the spirit of nationalism. They knew it fully well how India's resources were being exploited by the British. The British had drained the life and blood from our people on whose labors depended the luxury of the white ones.